Hi, everybody. Teresa Warnstaff. Today, I want to talk about how to stay grounded, connected when you're triggered. So, we are made up of beliefs. Often, those beliefs are born from the ages of 2 or 3 to about 10, sometimes a little earlier, sometimes a little bit later. And those beliefs are part of who we are and how we respond to the world. These beliefs are created in moments of heightened emotion. So, fear, great happiness, great joy, great love, sadness, anger, but mostly fear. And fear is the one I want to talk about today. You see, love, joy, playfulness, those are all beliefs that we want to enhance, that we want to take forward into our life so that life reflects back more of those feelings, right? So let's look at fear. Fear is born when we have fright, flight, or freeze response to something going on around us. And as a child, a young child, that belief creates a way of being that is unconscious. So that when we run into a situation that mirrors or is close to that incident that happened when we were 8, we immediately apply the belief system that we created at this young age to the same incident that occurred as an adult. And yet, we're an adult. And often, that just simply doesn't apply. So how do you overcome beliefs that are driving the bus that are not in your best interests? First, by bringing awareness. So a way to bring awareness of how you are reacting in a situation, for example, you walk into your boss's office and they say, well, why did you do that? Out of simple curiosity, but you hear your parent or your teacher or an adult authority figure saying that and then resulting in being belittled or shamed or made fun of. So when your boss says that to you, you immediately go into, I'm in trouble. I'm not safe. When in fact, they're just curious. You may have just created the best situation for that project or for that team or for the company or for yourself. And yet you have this filter that you look through that says you're not safe. So the first step, bringing awareness to it. If you can, close your eyes, find where within yourself that feeling resides, and just allow it. Because our knee-jerk response is to diminish it and squish it down and make it go away. We don't want to feel that way, right? Well, that's actually not what you're supposed to do. If you allow yourself to feel it, you remind yourself you're the adult person, not the 8-year-old, and then just let it flow through. All of a sudden, you have taken authority in that situation, and you can now respond. So, by taking 3 deep breaths, asking for a moment, taking 3 deep breaths, allowing the emotion to move through and out of you, you can now go back and say, well, here's how I came to that conclusion. Tell me your thoughts. And you can move into curiosity. You can move into responding. instead of reacting. No, it is not easy. It isn't. It just isn't. And yes, it does require you to be very attentive to every situation and every time the emotion comes up. And here's another little bit of opportunity. The more you do it, in the beginning, the more it will show up, because it is a belief that is integral to who you are, and it's fighting for survival. I know that sounds a little weird, but you'll notice, because you'll also put awareness on this belief. So you'll notice it more when it happens. It'll happen more because you're inviting in the opportunity to grow and learn and move beyond a childhood belief that just doesn't serve you anymore. So, deep breath. Feel the feeling. You won't die. You don't have to run away. And you don't have to freeze so that you're not seen. There's no saber-toothed tiger. There's no bear. And nobody's going to yell at you. And if they do, that's their problem. It's an indicative of who they are, not who you are, right? You get to respond however you want. So be sovereign. Take authority in how you occur by bringing awareness to the beliefs that no longer serve you. So the next time this happens, 3 deep breaths, allow the emotion to move through you. Remind yourself, you're the adult now. You're not the 8-year-old, the 3-year-old, the 5-year-old. And you have the authority to choose differently. And I will offer that the more you do this, the more your relationships will change. The more you will have a positive influence on those in your circle, your family, your coworkers, your friends. They will start to see you in a different light because you're no longer that reactive 8-year-old. You're now you in authority of who you occur in the world. This is a very, very powerful way of changing who you are. Very powerful. And it is available to everyone to be able to step into the authentic expression of you. Allows you to bring your gifts to the forefront because you're not fighting through the static of fear, right? So instead, you get to be fully present. You get to fully present your genius. What an amazing opportunity this provides you. So, the next time that you run into an opportunity where you're triggered by something somebody has said or done, remember, that's a reflection of them and not you. And step into your power by not reacting, by taking those triggers, allowing them to flow through like water, ground, center, and respond. Don't react, respond, because that's who the world needs. They need you. The world needs you to operate from your genius. The world needs you to be your best self. Reacting from a child's perspective based on an incident that as an adult shouldn't have that much power over you allows you to then step into your brilliance with authority. You are unique. There is no one else on the planet like you. And today, especially with all the things that are going on all across the globe, the world needs you to step up and be your greatest self. Don't let the 8-year-old hijack your brilliance. Thank you so much for listening. Be well and be amazing. Be your greatest self. Thanks.